You do not yet know our ways, Loris, but please believe me. Ridiculing another person for his or her beliefs, or lack of them, is as much a wrongful act in our teachings as is stealing or lying or striking another person. We too are upholders of the principle of freedom of thought, and each person's right to investigate the world around him, and the world within him, and come to his own conclusions and beliefs. But that includes our freedom to accept something we cannot see with our physical eyes, just as we cannot see the air we breathe unless it is impure. I can prove air is present scientifically. Of course, but you cannot prove that love is present. Love is an emotion, not a physical thing. Just as spirit is not a physical thing, yet I can believe in it as much as I believe in love, for love has more effect on our lives than many physical things, even though I cannot prove its existence by science. If your father and mother raised you from birth to young manhood with all the food and drink you needed, but no love, you would be the same person physically, but you would not be the same person in your heart and spirit and mind. Depriving love from a child is as unhealthy to that growing person as depriving food and drink is to his growing body. Again, you speak of things that are emotions and part of our mental processes or personality, not physical things. Yet if you rip these things from you, you are no longer you. For all that your physical self may look unchanged, there is more to being human than the physical self. I don't deny that. Then why be so quick to deny the spirit? Because you cannot prove its existence scientifically? Why not allow that even though you cannot believe in it, others may do so without your concluding that they are very foolish? I don't deny the spirit, only that it survives the death of the body. Yet you cannot prove that it doesn't. It is simply a matter of faith or not. Until you die, you will not know for sure. Just as I will not know for sure until I die either. Can we not agree to respect each other's right to have faith or not to have faith? Why do you see harm in people having faith? Why do you fear allowing it to be talked about publicly? Our fear, if you want to call it that, is of the imposition of that belief on innocent minds, on children who could not yet think for themselves. When we had religion in Pomerania, there was no freedom of thought. The religious hierarchy controlled things. You couldn't get promoted in the military unless you professed their belief. You couldn't serve in the royal household unless you were a believer. You couldn't be appointed as a marshal or a mayor unless you professed belief. But Loris, that was not because of the faith itself. There is nothing in the Spatian religious text that justifies such things. That was only the corruption and failings of human beings, and that same thing can happen whether they are human beings who profess faith or human beings who profess philosophy without faith. Can you tell me that if I were living in Pomerania and wanted to be appointed to the royal household as a staff member, that I would even be considered? Or if I were a young man and wanted to serve in the army, that my application would even be accepted? Loris, I don't fault your philosopher king for eliminating the religious hierarchy. It was done here in Cimbria as well once their corruption became so widespread. But we didn't blame the religion for the misbehavior of its followers. They succumbed to greed and power as many people do. Even philosophists have done so, becoming what they most fought against, people who denied freedom of thought to others. I don't blame the humanist philosophy they believe in. It is a very good philosophy with worthy goals, one which wants to uplift the minds of men to higher thoughts and to improve the lives of all people. The only difference is a belief or not in something beyond this life. If I can respect you not believing, and you can respect me believing, have we not truly complied all the better with both of our own teachings?